Changemaker, it's Holly Rustic here with grant writing and funding. Anyways, if you would like to get a free downloadable that follows along with our video series that we have going on, please do visit grantwritingandfunding.com/85. All right, guys, so it is really awesome. We have a great week. I'm going over the grant formula. I'll be doing this over the next few weeks, so please do check it out. Get your downloadable and also get your free mini video series. All right, also, if you like this YouTube kind of episode and learning more about grants and funding, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so let me get into it then. So we're looking at articulating goals. So this is the A in the grants formula. Very exciting. All right, because a goal, it guides the entire grant. It is your anchor. It is the place that you keep coming back to. It is beautiful. If you don't have this, the rest of it just kind of falls apart. So last week we talked about the problem statement, so episode 84, so please do check that out if you have not already. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at, so we're thinking of, what do we look at? We're looking at the different problems that are in New Mexico for teenagers who are pregnant or parents, right? So we're looking at there's a high rate. So what we saw is that New Mexico has the highest rate in the entire nation for teen pregnancy. And after we dug into that a little bit to find out what the contributing factors were behind that, we found that it was also, it had to do with being a high place for teen poverty, for poverty in general. So we really saw that, and that there's also a cyclical generational kind of effect for teen moms. So a teen mom, their child is more prevalent to also becoming a teen mom. So what we saw is, okay, well, poverty, teen poverty, everything is really, kind of contributes to teen pregnancy. Then if we were to develop a project, we would be looking at possibly developing a project that has fiscal or financial literacy and workforce development. So let's go ahead and look at that. So we're going to use that as our example as I go over the goal and how to find a goal then for that project. All right, so first what you want to do, number one, draft your project idea. All right, so if we're looking at that, we're saying, okay, like I said, there's a high rate of teen poverty and poverty in general that contributes to teen pregnancy. So we want to make a project then with financial literacy, with workforce development, possibly with education, with helping assist with completing GEDs, high school, or even getting into college, those sort of things. Or just even developing soft skills then to get better paying jobs. All right, so that's what we would do. Yay, so that's easy. All right, what is the second thing you want to do? Number two, you really want to articulate who or what your target population is. Now for this one, what I would be saying is you wouldn't just say anybody and everybody, right? We're very specifically already saying we're looking at this specific population, which are teen moms, which are pregnant teenagers or teenage parents, right? And originally I'd thrown in and at-risk youth in here, and then I took that out because I was like, that's kind of different. Let's look at providing services, and maybe further down the road after these projects are already happening, then you could say, now let's go ahead and put in a prevention project, right? So anyway, so that would be our population, and we could even say pregnant teens, teenage parents, ages 15 to 22 years old. Very specific. Number three, what are the main problems that your project will solve? And for this one, we're saying, of course, that it's going to solve the problem of teen poverty for teenage moms. And for this one, we're going to say it's going to provide a pathway for pregnant teenagers and teenage parents with financial literacy and workforce development that complements housing projects. We're also going to, the problems of teenage poverty and cyclical teen pregnancy will also be solved. So think big, right? Think of the big contributing factors. Number four, What is the main change you want to see? And think big once again. It's not just small, but think big. So we're going to say we're going to decrease teen poverty, and we're going to increase the quality of life and job wages for teen parents and for pregnant teenagers. That's big, but let's do it. Let's look at the big things. What do we really want to change? And number 5, what community goal or goals does your project align with? And this will take a little digging for you to look and find out what are their community goals. So one of the community goals that I found was through the New Mexico Youth Continuum of Care. And what they had said was that they wanted to provide access for youth to projects. So that's kind of big. You could look at some other ones that might make, be a little bit better. But as you kind of dig around, you're going to find something that's big and comprehensive that you can kind of latch onto. And we would say that's what we're gonna contribute to helping with that goal. So, ta-da! What is the final result? What would the goal be for that project? All right, I'm going to read this directly. The project will increase fiscal management and job wages for pregnant teenagers and teenage parents. So that's huge. That is something that this project could do. And you might say, well, how will it do that, Holly? We're going to talk about that next week when we go over objectives. But this is how you design your goal. Once again, those 5 steps. Number 1, draft your project idea. Number 2, identify who or what your selected target demographic is. Number 3, what is the main problem you want to be solved? Number 3, what is the main problem that you will solve? Number 4, what is the main change that you want to see? And number 5, what are the other community goals that are out there that align with your goal? Then put it all together and shazam! There's your goal. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.